Hi, I'm Billy Doran and welcome to Off the Beaten Path. Now, whether you're the type of person that enjoys climbing to the top of the Rocky Mountains or simply relaxing next to a quiet river, makes no difference. Why don't you join me as we go off the beaten path? We are heading to jump in Shoshone, Glenwood Canyon, Colorado River. It's an awesome stretch of the river down here for those of you who've never done it before. And of course, the sport is riverboarding today. And we're gonna have some kind of fun. And it's hot. Oh yeah! Welcome to this edition of Off the Beaten Path here on Plum TV. Today we're on the Colorado River in Glenwood Canyon, and we're riverboarding. Woohoo! Well, we took a little break from the action here. We're hanging out in Grizzly Creek along the Colorado River in Glenwood Canyon here in beautiful Colorado. We have Shane Bowling with us, who's the owner and operator of Riverboards out of Golden, Colorado. Shane, thanks very much for joining us here on this awesome day. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about riverboarding, what riverboarding's meant to you, how you came up with Ripboard per se, and just a little history of this great sport?
Yeah, I first found riverboarding in New Zealand, and it got to New Zealand by way of France, where they used to call it hydrospeed.
Okay.
Me and a buddy were on a little vacation, took a trip, and just kind of fell in love with it. And the great thing about it is, right when you get in the water, you can immediately hit whitewater rapids.
Just go right into it.
Yeah.
It's a strong learning curve then.
Yeah.
Much like snowboarding.
Yeah.
Well, looking at this, I mean, this is, for those of you who can't tell out there, this is hard plastic, a hard molded plastic, like a kayak. Now, there's a few different types of riverboards on the market. How did you come up with this design, these cool fins and stuff, as opposed to like your standard boogie board with handles on it?
Yeah, this design dates back to the French hydrospeed, and it's basically been improved so that you've got a plastic shell that wraps around you and protects you. And the nice thing is, it's going to last for a long time. This is the rotationally molded plastic, just like the kayak.
It's bomb-proof.
Yeah.
The thing is bomb-proof. You got the nice padding on it. But let me ask you this, beyond the actual equipment, what does the sport of riverboarding mean to you? I mean, it is a chance to get out in this absolutely awesome scenery wherever you are, on a river, with friends and family, but does it go beyond that for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a chance of freedom. It's personal. You get out there, you can experience the water on your own terms. You're not having to pay for a raft guide,
just
waiting for a group of people. You can just go do it on your own.
Speaking of just going and doing it on our own, now it's probably approaching close to 90 degrees here. I want to thank Shane for spending some time with us, and we're going to now go put these boards to the test. And we'll talk to some more folks later on who are also having fun with these boards. Shane, thanks very much.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, let's get out of here.
All right.
Moment here to grab someone off the river who's really enjoying the sport out here today. We have Catherine Steele here, who lives here in the Vail Valley. Catherine, thanks for being on camera with us.
Thank you.
Are you? Tell us what drew you to the sport of riverboarding?
I guess I first got interested in it just because it's an alternative to kayaking. So you're not stuck in the board. You have a free moving area where you can swim through things, and definitely I think it's a lot more open sport for women too, just because it doesn't take a lot of skill, so you just jump on the river and you go, and it's just really fun. You can gear the rapids to your abilities and what you feel comfortable with, but you still get a chance to get into the water.
Right. Yeah, when we were talking earlier, this is to touch on the whole idea of the safety issue, as with any sport on the water. We were talking earlier, and you had mentioned that you got stuck in a hole here, which can happen anywhere actually. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things I think is important to touch on, because when you think you know everything about the river, you're totally comfortable on the river, you never know what's going to happen on the river. So I think it's extra important when you're going to be doing this sport or any sport on that, is to pay attention to where you are. Learn the river, check it out, maybe before even getting in, talk to people who have done it, because it's amazing how quickly a day can go bad. So make sure you take that precaution and keep such a great sport as riverboarding and keep it fun for everyone and have no bad days.
Yeah, I definitely think that the pads we wear are really important. We get elbow pads and just really scouting things out, seeing what path you want to take through the rapids. That's all key.
You just go from it right there.
Yep.
Captain, thanks very much. Appreciate your time. And we'll let you get back to the river.
All right. Thanks, Billy.
You bet.
Going through the basic list of equipment needed for riverboarding, it's all pretty simple stuff. You have your basic life jacket, you have fins, which is a little different than any other river sport, but that allow you better control in the river besides helping you propel through the water. You have gloves and a wetsuit, which depends on the temperature of the river, you may not need that. And of course you have your pads, which is a necessity in riverboarding because you are down in the water and you will hit rocks. So besides your elbow pads and forearm pads, you have shin guards and knee pads, which are a real necessity in the sport. And of course you have your helmet and your trusty nose plug when you're right down in the water getting the water shoved in your face.
Okay, we grabbed another victim off the river here. We got Jim Weber here from Fort Collins. Jim, thanks for joining us here on Off the Beaten Path. We just wanted to ask you real quickly, what brings you to the sport of riverboarding?
It's fun. It's the most fun you can have with your clothes on. And
well put. Well put. How long have you been riverboarding?
It's my third season now.
Your third season.
Yeah. And I do it as much as I can.
Nice.
I like it too because it's pretty easy to learn. You know, you got to be a strong swimmer, but it's a much easier sport to pick up than say kayaking.
A lot of people have talked about kind of the learning curve and how you can get better quicker.
And you can do it in a lot shallower water.
That's true.
You can do it in rivers when kayaks can't run. So that's nice too.
Have you always been like a water person, rafting and kayaking?
Swimming, rafting. When I lived on the coast, I used to body surf a lot.
Yeah. This is kind of the next step, kind of body surfing down the river.
It's like body surfing. So now I don't have to go to the ocean.
You don't have to go to the ocean. Jim, thanks very much.
Thank you.
For your time, appreciate it. Let's go back and hit the water. Ah, that was spectacular.
Oh, awesome.
That was great. Oh man, what a day on the river. You know, I was thinking if you're one of those people that doesn't enjoy these spectacular blue sky days or this, wonderful scenery and a great Colorado waterway, nothing into a wonderful and innovative new sport, then maybe riverboarding's not for you. But if you like all that stuff, grab a riverboard, grab a ripboard, and hit the water because it is a spectacular new sport. And I believe, was it National Geographic that said it's the newest up-and-coming sport to keep your eye on here in America?
Yep, one of the newest sports we'll all be doing in a year.
We'll all be doing it. Well, we did it today, and once again, I want to thank Shane Brolin for being here today with us and showing us the ropes on ripboards here. And Shane, where can people get information on these great things?
You know, the easiest is www.ripboard.com.
Ripboard.com. There you go. So thanks again, and join us next time as we go off the beaten path here on Plum TV. All right. Thanks for joining us here in the Colorado River in Glenwood Canyon. We'll see you next time as we go off the beaten path here on Plum TV.